Hey, what's going on, folks? This your boy New Jack coming to you live from Charlotte, North Carolina, and welcome to the Blimp. Welcome to New Jack Thursday Night Blimp. All the sports talk around the world. I had to take a few days off, but I'm back. I'm back in the house. I'm back inside the Blimp. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? The first thing I want to talk about is New England quarterback Tom Brady. He is back from illness. He's set ready to go this week for the AFC Championship game. And on my last video, I already made my prediction for the AFC Championship game. I believe Denver will defeat New England on Sunday. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Peyton Manning is going to have a good game. And I believe Tom Brady is going to have a good game. Both are going to go at it. But I have Denver defeating New England 35-31. Move right along. Next thing I want to talk about is the New York Jets head coach, Rex Ryan. They signed him to a contract extension through the 2016 year. And I think it's a bad move. I think it's too long. I mean, I can understand them signing him to a 1-year contract this year and sees, how he does. But through 2016, that's another 2 years. And it was kind of bad off last year. But it's a new year, but I believe it's a bad move. I think they should have signed him to a 1-year deal and see how the team does and performs this year. But hey, it's their call. It is what it is. I believe it's a bad move, but hey, we'll see what they do this year. Geno Smith, he had an all-right rookie year at quarterback. But down the line, we'll see what they do. Moving right along. Next thing I want to talk about is Major League Baseball owners. They agreed to approve the expanded replay, which I believe is a good idea. I believe it's a good idea because a lot of fans were complaining about some of the calls the officials were making during baseball games. And I think it's a good idea to add the replay to games. They have it in football and they have it in basketball now in the NBA. So they need to have it in baseball as well. So I agree with this. For the replay, I believe it's a good idea for baseball and the baseball fans. And the last thing I want to talk about tonight is my 2014 NFL mock draft. Tonight, I'm going to talk about my top 5 quarterbacks I believe that's going to be taken in this year's NFL draft. Starting with number 5. The 5th quarterback I believe that's going to be taken in the 2014 NFL draft. I believe Taj Boyd will be the 5th quarterback taken in this year's draft. He had a good season at Clemson. He defeated my Ohio State Buckeyes in the Orange Bowl, so I have to give him props on that. And Taj Boyd had a good season. And I believe he'll do a good job in the NFL. My number 4th ranked quarterback in this year's 2014 NFL draft, I have Derek Carr. Y'all know Derek Carr. He had a good year. Of course, you know his big brother, David Carr, was selected in the 2002 NFL draft by the Houston Texans. And like I said, Derek Carr had a good season. And I believe he's the fourth best quarterback in this year's NFL draft. Moving right along. My third best quarterback in this year's 2014 NFL draft, I have Blake Bortles as the third best quarterback in this year's draft. He had an unbelievable season this year at Central Florida. And playing in his first big BCS game against Baylor in the Fiesta Bowl, he had a good game. And some of the analysts, Mel Kiper, has him as the second best quarterback. And, you know, some have Johnny Manziel, but I believe that he's the third best quarterback in this year's draft. Moving on to number two. Number two best quarterback I have in this year's 2014 NFL draft, I have Johnny Manziel as the second best quarterback in this year's draft. And I know a lot of y'all saw the Chick-fil-A Bowl when Texas A&M played against Duke, and they was down by 3 to 4 touchdowns, you know, at halftime. I believe they was down by 27 points, and Johnny Manziel brought them back and won the game for Texas A&M. And that was one of the best games I ever seen him play. You know, he was off the chain that night. So I have Johnny Manziel as the second best quarterback in this year's draft. Moving on to number one. The number one quarterback I have in this year's 2014 NFL draft, I have Teddy Bridgewater as the best quarterback in this year's draft. He had a good season as well. But that one loss put them out of playing in the BCS Bowl game this year. But overall, Teddy Bridgewater had a good season. And I believe he will be the first quarterback taken in this year's draft. And I believe the Houston Texans will select Teddy Bridgewater as the number one pick in this year's draft. But we have a long way to go with that. But we will see. We shall see what happens with that. A lot of analysts are saying that Johnny Manziel is going to be the number one pick. A lot of them saying that Jadeveon Clowney is going to be the number one pick. And a lot saying that Teddy Bridgewater is going to be the number one pick. But we shall see. We have a long way to go until April. Well, those are my predictions. These are my picks for right now. They might change in a month or so, but I'm going to stick with this for right now. But other than that, I hope everybody's having a good day. Thursday is here. Tomorrow is Friday. Payday for a lot of us. I dance to that. But other than that, I hope everybody's having a good day. Friday is around the corner. Friday is tomorrow. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to get the weekend started. But I'm going to cut this video short. Got some things I have to do tonight to get ready for. I'm going to do some more videos next week. So y'all stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, love, peace, and joy. Y'all take care and have a good weekend. And I'll holler at y'all later.
Bye.